SMT Nation, we back. Nation, we've kind of got a breaking news story, something that's developing, and it's coming out of Verizon. And it's in regards to the head of the company, Hans Vestberg, the CEO, and also the chief financial officer position. It's a very interesting development. I want to discuss, kind of, think aloud with you guys here. And then, of course, we open up the commentary to anybody that has anything, of input to kind of chime in. Should be for an interesting comment section in this video. All right, so article from the Wall Street Journal will be in the description. We'll put the link for you. Also in the description is the real SMT Buy Me Coffee link if you want to support the channel. Appreciate the content here. And you want to show your appreciation, you can buy us a coffee. Link in the description. And don't forget, our partner Mint Mobile is still running their deflation promo. You get the best deal on wireless services. All plans are now $15. Even the unlimited plan, putting it at a 50% discount using our link, mintmobile.com/sneed will get you those savings. All right, in the description. Okay, so Verizon in search of a new finance chief, a CFO. Great. They're the one, I guess he'll be stepping down here in the coming months. He has worked as the CFO for quite a while. I think one of the longest tenured in the company's history. If he wasn't the longest, he definitely was one of the longest. Appears to have done a great job with the company. I don't think there's any type of issues there. I just think that the time has come for him to move on. Maybe he moves on to other projects or other companies, or is looking for something different, or is retiring. I don't know. But anyways, Verizon will need someone to replace him, so they're in the search for that. But they're looking for a CFO plus. So hear me out on this. A CFO plus means they would like this new CFO to potentially replace Hans Vestberg, the current CEO. This would, I guess, make them the successor at the executive position. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This sense, the sense I get, the feeling I get here is that Hans knows his days are numbered. And I think the board has made it clear to him. And that would explain why they're searching for a CFO plus. Someone who would come in as CFO, understand and learn the business and how Verizon does things, and then they become the CEO. Now, this is interesting because they're looking for an outsider. They're not looking for someone from within Verizon, because obviously right now, anyone from within Verizon doesn't look right for the job. They probably are thinking, well, everything for the last couple of years has been bad. Why would we want those people to just step up? Which, in my estimation, it's not a wrong way of thinking, but it might not actually be the solution. Someone from within could be the solution, but they're already kind of canceling that possibility. And the reason why I find this alarming is because the person who they speak so highly of, Samanarian Sampath, the former business CEO, replaced Tammy Irwin and is now the consumer CEO. They speak so highly of him. He's so well regarded at the company, and he's getting overlooked here. This is, I can't tell you guys how disorderly and how flailing of a company it seems like at Verizon right now. Nothing seems correct in my estimation. I'm really frustrated because he would make sense as the replacement to Hans, understanding the business, understanding how things work there, and kind of having a grasp of what needs to be fixed. They're already kind of letting him know that, hey, it's not going to be you. We're looking for someone from the outside. By the way, Hans, kind of sort of from the outside, right? Wasn't really a Verizon guy per se before. He was at Ericsson. He had a pretty bad fallout with Ericsson at the end, but no surprises here if you think about it, right? Hans is on the board, obviously. The board doesn't really seem to know the direction they want to go. But it makes sense to bring a money person in as the CEO. But there is a disconnect here. There is something that isn't right. But clearly they do want to see a change. I think that's pretty clear and evident that things haven't been going well. I don't call for people's jobs. It's just, I think it's distasteful and that's not the way to do things. But the results speak for themselves. The company is, for the first time ever in its history, operating from a position of perceived weakness. The things that they've tried to do haven't worked out. The changes they've tried to make haven't panned out. They haven't seen a positive response from the retail space, the consumer space. the business seems to be doing fine, the business segment. I think from the networking side of things, things are fantastic. They'll continue to get better as the network gets upgraded and modernized. And, they invest in wireline. Those all seem to be right. But there's just something, there's just something missing. Because we've watched AT&T grow with profits. We've watched T-Mobile, enjoying the biggest growth period of the company's history over the last 5 years and then getting mergers and things like that. And Verizon's been in the backseat for all of this. They haven't been the driver of the bus. They've been just a passenger along for the ride. That is the most unusual of positions for Verizon. So tell me what you guys think of this development. Do you think Verizon is going about this the right way? Do you think, looking at people from the outside is really, I think it's a fine way to go for the CFO, obviously, but for the CEO, you really shouldn't count out anyone. You should be turning over every single rock possible and finding the best candidate. We'll see how things turn out. I guess they didn't really think all that highly of Seminary and Sampath as we once thought. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.